All right, everybody, what's good, man? Like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in. Appreciate all y'all that's gonna join today as Sean Diddy Combs. Uh, Court hearing is about to be started as Diddy um, is requesting to have his charges uh, removed. Again, Sean Diddy Combs is requesting to have his charges removed from his record. And so today he is in court. Right now, from what I'm hearing, it is a mad scene outside the courthouse. Also, they had Takashi 6ix9ine around the corner. From what I'm hearing as well, Takashi 6ix9ine, they had him around the corner because he's doing court today as well over a violation of supervised release. So he may be facing 5 years in prison today, based off whatever happens on his whole situation, right? And so this is all crazy work right here. All this stuff that's going on that we're seeing, man. You guys are seeing what it is, man. But we're on now. We're on and cracking, man. And so, he wants a new trial. He wants an acquittal. And today we'll find out where the judge is standing on. If he gets rejected today, it's over with, man. It's over with, bro. He gonna hit him with some time, in my opinion. If he gets rejected today, he can walk out of court today. If the judge says, "Look, I'm gonna dismiss those charges," he can go home today. But if the judge says, or if I give you a new case, then they got to run it back. But if the judge doesn't say that, if he says, "Nah, bro, they proved their case, and you got sentencing," Diddy ass is toast. Now, shout out to everybody who's been showing love and supporting the channel. Matter of fact, you got two donations right now. If y'all want to donate, the link is pinned at the top of the chat room. Um, Salute to, let me see who this is. I just seen you come down the screen. My bad. TJ Whiteman. Salute to your witness. Salute to you and the Cash App with the donation, man. He says it's sentencing today. No, the sentencing is not today. Today, Diddy got an emergency hearing because Diddy wants the charges he wants the charges to be removed. So Diddy wants a full acquittal today, where if he gets acquitted, he'll walk home today, right? Or Diddy wants, if it's not a full acquittal, Diddy wants, if it's not a full acquittal, Diddy, hey, wait, wait, uh-huh. If it's not a full acquittal, Diddy wants, he wants a new trial, right? So we'll find out whether or not he'll get a new trial or not. Come, uh, we'll find out whether he gets a new trial or not. Come today. So either Diddy will get a full acquittal and go home today, he'll get a new trial and have to probably stay locked down. He'll get a new trial, have to stay locked down, or he's gonna get a he's going to get a he gonna get the judge gonna reject his ass and say bring your ass to sentencing in less than 8 days. So he'll take his ass over there and get the sentence. Now see if the judge tells him look go get your sentence, he's done. I'm trying to, and that's what I think is gonna happen. I think the judge is gonna reject him and tell him send his ass on his way. That's exactly what I think is gonna happen. Shout out to Reginald Wirtz in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you, man. He said ticket always on top of things. Salute to you, brother. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to the sister Leslie in the Cash App. $25 donation. Salute to you, my sister. I appreciate it. Much love to you. Hold on one second. Let me see. Uh, Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Appreciate everybody tapping on in. Y'all know what it is. Sean John Combs, Diddy Combs. He back at it, y'all. He's in the courthouse trying to get acquittal. So all we're doing is just waiting on him to be brought in the courtroom, man. That's all we really waiting on, bro. And thing will get started. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, share, and subscribe. Somebody said what happened? Now what happened is that Diddy asking for a new trial. You know what I'm saying? And he wants his case thrown out. Basically, Diddy said this. Diddy said to the judge that this is wrong. What happened with him with the Mann Act? He says that he was just doing corn, which is basically PORN. You know what I'm saying? And he says that they was basically he said that's basically what it was. But Diddy don't have no paperwork for the, because see, when you get into that business, the corn industry, you have to have paperwork. You have to have license. You have to have all those things. Well, has Diddy presented any evidence that he had those type of things? Licensing, paperwork, all these things that you would need if you know what I'm saying, are involved in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Do you have all those things? That's the real question that he would have been asked, is do you have all these things that we've asked you for, right? So yeah, that's the situation right there. He's on that right there, bro. So yeah, man, shout out to Inner City Press and everybody else who's covering this as well. Salute. And so today we're gonna find out, man, what the deal is today, right now. Somebody said I think he's getting 7 to 8 years. No, he's gonna get more, and I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna get more. Because he has no remorse and hasn't admitted to what he did wrong, even with the Mann Act. Normally, the judge will go a little bit below the probation officer's recommendation, but in this case, I think the judge is gonna go up because the judge goes lower when the people either take a plea deal or either show remorse or whatever they did. Diddy didn't do that. I'm telling you, he's gonna go up. Y'all, he gonna get 10, 12. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all watch what I tell you. This ain't the jury no more. This is the damn judge right here, bro. And that's the part where I think people got to really understand. This is not the jury. This is the judge. Point blank, period, apostrophe T. Tiger Woods, man, I pop at your T. Right? Now, right? The issues before the court today. First of all, right? The parties have asked the court what issues they should focus on during today's hearing on Diddy's post-trial motions. Now, in addition to any other issues the parties wish to bring up, the court would like the parties to address the following questions. One, in response to Mushashito, Blasik, and Dennis, does the government have any Supreme Court or civil Second Circuit case that is deemed Diddy, the defendant's Rule 29 argument waived or forfeited in circumstances such as those presented in this case? Two, if Diddy were to prevail on his construction of prostitution, then would his conviction nevertheless stand on an aiding and abetting or willfully causing theory? Why or why not? Three, addressing the O'Brien factors, why the government's interest important and the Mann Act's prohibitions, right? No more than essential. What are the one or two best Supreme Court or Second Circuit cases, right? Supporting each side's position on these factors. And four, Diddy argues that the record shows that every time an escort traveled across state lines and had sex, he filmed it. Is that true? If it is, does it change the First Amendment analysis? So the parties will be given up to 20 minutes each to address any other issues, right? So these are what the judge has requested from these people today. So this is going to be about a 40-minute hearing. And if the judge likes what Diddy says over the people, Diddy might get free today. If not, his ass going to sit. Now, you ask me what I think. I think they're going to sit his ass down. I think the judge going for sentencing. If he gives him a new case, shit, they just going to run it back again, and they're going to toll up more shit on this dude. That doesn't mean he's going to walk free, period. So it is what it is. We about to see right now, though. And again, y'all smash the like button, share the video. Like the video. We at this thing, man. Everybody has been pretty much prepared who's watching this channel for what's about to go down right now, as Diddy, you guys, is still in his holding cell, right? Or he was still in his holding cell. My bad, you guys. And at his defense table, it was Alexander Shapiro, right? Xavier Donaldson, Nicole Westmoreland, Brian Steele, and Mark Anglifo, right? And the prosecutors have a stone cold face in the courthouse, they say. So the prosecutor's not playing. And remember, they got Donald Trump's guy up there now, James Jay Clayton up there now. That's Donald Trump's guy that's prosecuting Diddy, because the girl, Maureen Comey, is out of there. Now, Diddy has been brought in, right? And he's in a MDC-10 uniform, right? And so the order, I guess, for apparently the proposed order for button-down shirt did not get signed. So that's why Diddy's in his jail clothes now for this hearing. So now, let's get to this part. He's unloaded papers, Diddy, from a big file folder, and he's seated between his lawyers Driscoll and Brian Steele. Now they just waiting on the judge to come in. When the judge come in, we're gonna say all rise and get right to cracking. And again, y'all smash the like button, share the video, like the video. If you love the content I'm putting out and giving y'all this heat on a regular basis, all y'all gotta do is hit the Cash App, PayPal link pinned at the top and show me love. You know how we do. We ain't playing no games with it. Shout out to Candace Crawford too with the donation in the Cash App. Salute to you, my sister. And Incognito Money Management. Uh, Salute to all of you guys. Salute to you for the donation too in the Cash App right now. I appreciate it. Much love to you, dog. I see y'all in the building showing love, man. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? As y'all come in the building, I appreciate it, man. Everybody's there. The courthouse is packed. The courthouse is packed. It was a mob scene outside the courthouse. You guys got to remember, it's two different things going on today. It's this and it's Tekashi 6ix9ine's hearing today around the corner. So Tekashi 6ix9ine got a hearing around the corner from Diddy's hearing right now. So that's all that's going on. Y'all smash the like, share, and subscribe to give me y'all the update, the play-by-play on this whole Diddy situation and what happens today. Diddy could walk out free today. You know what I'm saying? Diddy could walk out free and the jockstrap sniffers would go crazy. But I doubt it. I doubt he walks out free. He'll either get a new trial or he'll either get a new trial or a sentence. If he gets a new trial, they just gonna come with more evidence against the dude. That's the sad part. They're gonna come with more victims, more evidence, and I can see them trying to put superseding indictments on that trial. So I don't even know why Diddy would want a new trial, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is, right? So we finna find out right now what the play is, y'all. We finna find out right now what the play is, y'all. Right? So we'll salute everybody that's tapped on in. Y'all already know what's up, man. Again, if y'all haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button, share the video, like the video. And I'm gonna be very interested to see if the judge today talks about, or if he saves that for sentencing, about all the shit that Diddy's lawyer's been doing in the media since that last bail denial. Right? I want to see if they yeah, I want to see if they touch on that today. You dig? That's really what I want to see. Do they touch on that today? That's gonna be big because they was doing a lot of talking in the media, and I know the judge probably didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the whole pardon talk and stuff like that. It's like you trying to overpower the judge. But again, as I told y'all, they got Donald Trump's guy in there fighting against Diddy. That's Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton was appointed by Donald Trump. He's the new guy that's running this thing over Marine Coleman. So everybody keeps talking about Trump with a pardon, man. It is very unlikely. Even though Trump is unpredictable, man, Trump ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see Diddy being able to blackmail Trump or nothing like that. Trump ain't the type of dude where he gonna let you get off with blackmailing him at this point. In my opinion, Trump will try and destroy you for you blackmail him. That's just my opinion. I don't think it'll end pretty if that's the case, if that's what happens. I don't think it'll end pretty at all. Right? All right, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Right? Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all, hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Let's get into it, man. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Wait, we just waiting on the judge. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Yeah, y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in, man. All we doing is waiting on the judge right now. That's it. All right, y'all. So the judge is in. The judge says all rise. So the clerk says appearances question mark. Alexander Shapiro says with us is Mark Garagos, right? Sorry, Tenny Garagos. And the people start laughing in the courtroom and she got it wrong. So the judge says you don't have to take the full 15 minutes. If you said all you need, please proceed. Right? So the judge told him, hey man, you don't need to take all 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you said all you need to say, please proceed. Is what the judge just told Diddy's lawyer, right? And so here we go, y'all. We off to it, man. We off to the races on this thing, man. We finna see how this pans out right now, man. Again, y'all smash the like button, share, like the video, man. We about to find out right now how this thing gonna pan out, man. Finna find out right now, man. We in it now. Push it to the limits. You understand what I'm saying? Port of Miami. Let me see where we at with it. Yeah, the judge is serious. The judge is not being funny. You know what I'm saying? The judge is very serious right now, man. The judge ain't playing no games, man. That judge serious in there. They trying to laugh and joke. The judge ain't joking. I told y'all this. They could try to be a cool nature, try to take down the tone in the room. Man, that shit ain't gonna work, man. That judge seen all the other stuff y'all ain't see. And this is what I've been telling people. The judge have been seeing all this other stuff, man. That's the part people don't understand, man. When the judge seen all the other stuff we ain't see, shit, he ain't finna be playing now. It's not finna be playing at all. So, anyways, the government is talking now. They say we point to you, U.S. versus Kelly, Second Circuit 2025, which stands that Combs' Rule 29 arguments had to have been raised pre-trial. They've waived. This is the judge's first question. Any case that is deemed the defendant's Rule 29 argument waived and forfeited. Diddy finna get through. Man, they finna throw this shit out in 5 minutes, man. Let me repeat this again. The government just pointed out a case that just happened in the Second Circuit Court this year. The judge says, we point to you, United States versus Kelly, Second Circuit Court 2025, 128 F 4th 387, which stands that Diddy's Rule 29 arguments had to have been raised pre-trial. They're waived. Now, this is on the judge's first question. Any case that is deemed Diddy's Rule 29 argument waived or forfeited. That right there is going to end this shit. We don't even have, well, this is over with. This is over with. This is over with. We ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Right? We ain't even got to talk about it. Right? It's over with, man. They're gonna stomp his ass out immediately. They're gonna stomp him out immediately. I try to tell people, man, cats ain't want to listen, man. Cats ain't want to listen, man. All right, let's keep going. So the judge says, let's separate out the jury instructions, saying that this defendant's constitutional argument should have been made at Rule 12 stage. The government says that's correct. The judge says the defense is making as an applied argument that they can do in on Rule 29. So the judge says the defense is making an as applied argument that they can do in on Rule 29. So the judge says, let's separate out the jury instructions, right? You're saying that this defendant's constitutional arguments should have been made at Rule 12 stage. And the government says, yeah, that's correct. Now we're gonna see how this play out now. We finna see how this play out now. We're gonna see how this play out now. Somebody said he may get a new trial. Man, they just talked about how the rules just said he's supposed to, even if he wanted to do this, the time he came with it late. We about to see right now. We about to see right now. Right? We about to see right now the beef I cook. We fitting to see right now who capping and who not. Right? We finna see who capping and who not. And y'all smash the like button, share the video, like the videos, y'all come on in here. I'm just giving you what's real. You understand? I get to you straight. They cut it with baking soda. These are facts. So again, y'all, like I said before, man, this is gonna be one of them ones right here, y'all. This definitely gonna be one of them ones. Appreciate everybody tapping on in, man. You know what I mean? I'm just telling y'all what it is. Right? Right? Hold on, y'all. Let's see what else they're saying. Right? Hold on, y'all. Let's see what else they're saying. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, you guys. All right. So the government says, I want to push back on their reading of the cases. And Dennis, the defendant, was arguing, right? He couldn't be tried, right? In December, the defendant was arguing he couldn't be tried without infringing on the First Amendment. The parties agreed. It was only about sufficiency. The judge says, but the court went right past waiver, right? Now listen to what I said, right? Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, right? So they thinking that the United States versus Dennis 132, the the Second Circuit Court 2025 undercuts the government's argument on waiver. Diddy may get a new trial right here. He might get a new trial, right? So it seems like the judge armed Serenian, right, may think that too. So we'll find out when he makes his ruling. All right. Let's see what happens, you guys. So this is a war of legal minds here. This is a legal battle here. Legal battle here. Right? Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Hold on 1 second, man. I want to get into this. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Bro, if they give this man a new trial, bro, they're going to drop the hammer on this nigga, the new trial. I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. All right, hold on 1 second, y'all. So, basically, excuse me, the dentist, not December, and dentist. So, they're talking about the dentist case. So, the judge says, Mr. Shapiro, can you address these arguments? Diddy's lawyer says the dentist case is on point. The court made clear that statutory construction arguments can be raised under Rule 29. Also, the Lopez case, I argued it, is what Diddy's lawyer just said, that she argued the Lopez case, right? So we're going to see how this pans out. Hold on 1 second, you guys. So we're seeing what they're talking about. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. All right, hold on. Hold on. Right? Hold on, y'all. Let me see what they're talking about right now. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. All right, y'all. So, yeah, we still waiting on that. They said they argued that. So we still waiting on what they saying. Let me see something here. Hold on, y'all. All right. So, all right, let me see. Let's see. All right, we still waiting, man. So they still got a big pause in between all of these things right here. It's still a big pause, y'all. It's still a major pause. Um, hold on. Let me see something. God be damn. All right, hold on. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we still waiting on what they're gonna say about this, y'all. We still waiting on this. We still waiting on the update. Yeah, y'all smash a like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in here. Appreciate all of y'all that's gonna tap in. Oh shit. Appreciate everybody that's gonna tap into the show. All we doing is just waiting on the next update. See what they say. All right. Ori, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? Salute to the OG Ori in the building. If y'all haven't subscribed to him, make sure y'all go subscribe to him. I'm gonna put his channel right there on the screen. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to him. The OG gives great information. You know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. So salute to everybody that's in the building. The Make sure y'all go subscribe to the OG. You got a lot of information and knows, how to move in these courtrooms and how these situations go down, man. And a lot of people need to pay attention. You know, if you really ain't been in the system, you can't tell the guys who've been in it. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. Everybody think he was just gonna walk away and get the judge is gonna give him time served, man. Like I said, before he get time served, I could see him getting a new trial, or I could even see, or he'll just go right to sentencing. Time served, no dice, no dice on time served. Let's see what the next update says, man. Like I said, when you see these lawyers, man, these lawyers are arguing every single point. They're arguing every single point you can argue in these type of cases, you guys. I tell people this all the time. So that's why it pays to have good lawyers too, because you have lawyers that can do research, know the law, know every, crack and crevice of the law. So it's going to be a good legal battle to show who has the better legal mind. Sometimes your lawyer can find loopholes, all kind of things, man. And the judge, he's the type of dude that, he's going to go by the book. That's why when people keep saying, oh, he's unfair, it's just hilarious to me, man. Especially how he handled that trial. Him letting all the stuff that he let out and didn't let in. If they let all that other stuff in, Diddy be in prison for the whole rest of his life right now. So the judge, he really helped Diddy leaving all that stuff out. Let's just tell that truth. Let's tell that truth right there. Let me see something. And that's the crazy part, is that people don't want to tell that truth. Because I seen all the things that were presented. I showed y'all on this channel a lot of the things that were presented in this case. All right, you guys. Let's see if we got this update right now. Hold on, you guys. All right, so yeah, we got to update you guys. So, basically, the judge says, let's put the financial motive to the side. Why wouldn't Mr. Combs be liable under a willfully causing theory? Mrs. Ventura or Jane furnished the payment for the escorts, but Mr. Combs still had the relevant intent. No. Diddy's lawyer says no. Many states find that prostitution is only when A pays B for sex with A. Here, the government is trying to get around it, but the cases where people watch others having sex is not prostitution. The actus reus in the Mann Act is transportation. Here's the problem they're going to have, though. Here's the problem they're going to have. Here's the problem they're going to have. I'm telling you this. If this is prostitution, where's Diddy's paperwork at? I mean, not prostitution. This is corn. Bro, don't y'all know you got to have licensing? You can't just go film people and just do this and call it corn. No. You can't do that. You can't go have people that you're paying just to come in and do something, do this, do that. You have to have license. You have to have contracts. You have to have all these things legally in order to be in that type of business. That's the crazy part about this whole situation. So you would argue that you would need paperwork, right? And so here's another thing, right? And this is what's going to destroy him, in my opinion, too. Cassie and Jane, parents had to borrow money to pay Diddy that $20,000. If Cassie and them had money, they own money to pay these people, Why wouldn't they have money to take care of themselves? Why would they need to rely on Diddy for their bills? Why would Jane need to rely on Diddy for her rent every month? Make it make sense. Why would she have to rely on Diddy for her rent every single month? It don't make no sense to me, man. Right? So everybody knows that Diddy was giving them chicks that money to go pay them dudes. Everybody know this. Everybody understand that. Nobody thinks them chicks was paying for that. That got sense. Now here's what Diddy's lawyers are saying. Right? This shit is hilarious to me. So Diddy's lawyer says commercial voyeurism is not prostitution. A number of states say. There's the Paulino case in New York and a Georgia case. The government had alleged that a private residence had been used for prostitution, but the court said no. Voyeurism. Right? Bro, this dude is crazy as hell, man. They literally have you paying the escorts to come and have sex. And the escorts testified that if they didn't perform, they were out of there. What else are we talking about? Somebody in the chat room capping? Send their ass a lullaby. To the person who said Hugh Hefner did it in all y'all faces for 20 years, but no slander. What are you talking about, bro? Nobody over here had any type of respect for Hugh Hefner, right? What are you talking about? Hugh Hefner did it for 20 years in y'all faces. Who was over here praising Hugh Hefner? Nobody. Nobody was praising Hugh Hefner. But here's the thing. Hugh Hefner had nobody that came out publicly against him and put his ass on blast like Cassie did Diddy, which is what got the whole federal indictment started. Asshole light. Now sit your ass down, nigga. What is you talking about? You sound like a goddamn idiot. Period. And if you don't want no smoke with me, nigga, I'll burn you up on this whole topic. I'll burn your ass up, nigga. Once again, nobody over here praised Hugh Hefner. But what I'm saying to you is, who came out with those allegations against Hugh Hefner? Tell me the chick that came out that would have perpetuated a federal investigation into Hugh Hefner. Cassie's lawsuit and Diddy dumbass not paying Cassie made it public. And that's what got the feds on Diddy, nigga. So know your role and shut your mouth when you come in here talking to greatness, boy. Now back to what we were saying. So Diddy's lawyer says the statute originally had a section about debauchery, which was excised later. I don't know if he spelled the word wrong or what. The Supreme Court reversed the Seventh Circuit holding that had affirmed a conviction where the defendants did not have a commercial motive, right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're gonna see how this plans. This is a great battle today. This is a great battle today right here, y'all. Great battle today, man. In the courtroom, man. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a very great battle right here going on in this courtroom. And we all want to see it. You know? You don't come in here arguing with me. That dude, crazy, that capping ass dude, man. You don't come in here talking about, hey man, y'all didn't have a problem with Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner didn't have nobody come out there and put his ass on blast publicly to even get the feds to investigate him like Diddy did. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that if Diddy would have paid Cassie and just let her move on her way, none of this would have ever came to the public light. Then the feds would have never got on that case. Period. Period. You say Cassie did a cash grab. I'm sorry, sir. After getting the hell beat out of you, that's not a cash grab, nigga. He should have paid her ass for the way he beat the shit out of her, bro. That's facts. For the way he beat the shit out of that girl, man, that's not a cash grab. When you beat the hell out of somebody like that and you constantly whooping on her ass, bro, yeah, go ahead, dog. Come on, bro. Come on with that shit, my nigga. We can't do that over here, bro. We can't do that cap over here. See, and y'all making it normalized for a nigga to beat a chick then just give her some money because you beat her ass. Nah, that shit shouldn't be normal in our minds. You know, niggas should have more self-control to where you can beat a chick, give her some money, and say, hey, man, yeah, man, well, she's gone. Nah, nigga. So, Diddy's lawyer says traveling interstate for a woman being a mistress or a concubine. The judge says the Cleveland case says polygamy met the immoral purpose test. Diddy's lawyer says respectfully, I disagree. There was a late 19th century case about immigration. So Diddy's lawyers disagreeing with the judge. The judge just said the Cleveland case said that polygamy met the immoral purposes test. The judge is out here throwing everything to at these people. See? Now this is where legal minds are going to agree or disagree, right? So this is where it's going to get, and you can educate yourself. Everybody educate yourselves on what's going on now, right? And I want y'all to think about this. And let me make this easy for people to understand in layman's terms. All Diddy had to do, Diddy is a multimillionaire. All Diddy had to do was get contracts. If Diddy wanted to do all this freaky shit, Diddy was damn near a billionaire. All Diddy had to do was go get contracts and start a whole corn industry. Diddy could have did that. Diddy could have went and did East Coast. You know how they got West Coast Productions? Diddy could have went and did East Coast Productions or whatever he was going to do. He could have went there and knock yourself out, right? I want y'all to think about what I just said. He could have went and did all that. He didn't. This shows y'all what I'm talking about. Diddy would not have been in any trouble for the Mann Act had he would have had license and contract signed. Period. If he would have got legal permission, which, bro, listen, as a billionaire, Diddy could have went and got that done. He could have went and hired Wesley Pipes or any of them dudes if he wanted them to please Cass. He could have went and hired any of those people. Diddy could have did it. He could have went and got Vanessa Blue, any of these people. He wanted performers. He could have went and legally did that, right? So don't come in here now talking about that. Like I said before, Sean Diddy Combs could have came out here and put out big booty records, whatever he wanted to do, legally. But is that what he did, though? She said, not Wesley. You know how Wesley be talking to him? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wesley was talking. Diddy could have had all kind of fun, though. Whatever fun he wanted to have. He could have did all that. Yeah, he could have went and hollered at Cherokee. All of them. This is all on him. Yeah, he could have went and got B Pumper. Bro, listen, with the fake chains, that look like the little bunch of Lloyd Banks, he could have went and did all that. Let's just be real, man. Diddy could have went and got it, but he didn't want people to know this side of him. That's why he didn't do that. Trust me when I tell y'all that. He did not want people to know this side of him, where dudes was busting on him or busting on her, and they was putting the bust on him. He didn't want people to know that. Now everybody know. Everybody know now this dude was getting male juices put all over him, and they was kissing and all the other stuff. It's just nasty stuff, man. I'm telling you, bro. You said I know all the names, bro. They used to have the DVDs when I was in college. I used to come to school. They used to have the DVDs on it. Ghetto Booty Part 20, all that stuff. I'm not gonna sit in here and lie to y'all in front. I'm telling you the truth, man. I don't come in here and lie. I come in here and tell you the truth. Everybody know they had Ghetto Booty Part 8, Part 9, Part 10. They had, what's the girl's name? I forget the light-skinned girl name. The little light-skinned, I forget her name, man. Oh, I forgot her name, man. It was Destiny or something. Some little red bone light skin. I forget her name. Man. I'll think about it in a second. But again, I'm just telling y'all what it is. I'm being honest with y'all. They used to have it. All right, y'all. So we back. So, Diddy's lawyer disagreed with the judge. Diddy's lawyer said all of the federal, Isla Fox. Yeah, that's who it was. Isla Fox. That's who it was. Somebody got it in there. Y'all already know. Everybody, if you know, you know. So Diddy's lawyer says all of the federal constitutional law that develop around privacy of sexual relations. The judge said, Mrs. Foster, the government says this case is different, that where a person in a booth watches people have sex. Combs is challenging the term prostitution. Now, I was never into Pinky. People like Pinky. Yeah, man. I ain't like that. I ain't watch no Pinky, man. You know what I'm saying? I forget the other red bone jump. I used to like her. The little, I forget her name, man. Little thick, little red bone drink. I forget her name, man. I ain't watched that stuff since college, man. But I forget the red bone Jane name. My parents probably killed me, man, for that. You said stop lying. I ain't lying. I'm dead serious. I'm trying to think of the girl name right now. These is old school joints that I'm telling y'all about. Yeah, Obsession was the girl's name. Obsession. That was the one girl, the red bone joint. Obsession. That's who her name was. But it was another Jane. She was a red bone thick Jane. That joint. Oh, I'm trying to think of her name, man. Um, they ain't Pinky either. Man. I'm trying to think of her name, man. I can't remember the girl name, man. It is what it is. Bro, so like I said, if Diddy really wanted to get into all that, he could have got into all that. Diddy could have went and got into all that. Point blank period. Diddy literally could have went and got into all that. Nah, somebody Donna Red. Donna Red. CV on it. Hey, you were crazy. Donna Red, nigga. Donna Red. Y'all crazy in that comment section, man. But again, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If Diddy really wanted to do that, Donna Red, that's who it was. CB, you ain't never lying, boy. It was Donna Red. Thick red bone Jane. Everybody know what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, it was Donna Red. That's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about, who we just said. You know what I'm saying? Donna Red. No cap in the raps at all. Straight up. You said, why y'all not locked up? Well, we was watching this when we was growing up. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to come here and say I'm perfect and I didn't do, man, I was watching all that. Straight up. I told you, they used to have it on the DVDs. They used to come to the college campus with the DVDs. All this would be on the DVDs. Me and my team is, hey, dog, hey, dude, come to the gym. Hey, I got them DVDs. He like, hey, man, nigga about to get like 5 DVDs, man. I'm not even gonna lie. People see, when you come in here and you lie, that's the crazy part about it, is when you lie about stuff like that. I don't have no reason to lie. Oh, yeah, Roxy Reynolds. Oh, yeah, I used to love Roxy Reynolds. I ain't even gonna front. So all this stuff we talking about, Diddy, if he was really doing all this stuff like he's saying, he could have went and got the paperwork and did all this. So now check this out, y'all. So Diddy's lawyers is talking about Diddy's lawyers are funny, man. They're hilarious people, bro. So Diddy's lawyers are out here talking about, and let me read this to y'all. Um, Hold on, you guys. Hold on, somebody just sent me something. Hold on 1 second. Somebody just sent me something, man. Ah, okay. Okay. So they're arguing over what prostitution is. Yeah, I seen that right now. Yeah, they arguing over what prostitution and what is not, and like what being a corn director is. But this is my thing. At the end of the day, if that's what Diddy really want to do, why he didn't go do that? Now here's the government, y'all. The government says that here, this is what the government said, right? Here, the woman helped arrange the transportation of the escorts. So for the defendant, it's aiding and abetting. The judge says you're saying they had the intent, they paid the money, they had the sex, that is willfully caused. Diddy's lawyer says, may I respond? So Diddy's lawyer wants to respond. The judge says, look, listen, the government says, here, the woman helped arrange the transportation of the escorts. So for Diddy, it's aiding and abetting. The government says, so the judge says, okay, so you're saying that they had the intent, they paid the money, they had the sex, that is willfully caused. Period. Diddy's lawyer says, can I respond? So now Diddy's lawyer want to respond. Let's see what Diddy's lawyer talking about now. Diddy's lawyer want to respond now. Okay. Um, Shout out to Jalicia with the cash app. And she came through with a $40 donation. And she said, Ticket, I love your honesty. Yeah, I ain't gonna sit up here and listen. I'm not gonna lie to people, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, hey, man, man, listen, man. I'm a grown man. My parents can't do nothing to me now. They'd have been on my helmet then. Yeah, you know, like I said before, we watching all that, man. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. These are facts. When I tell y'all this, dudes used to come up, home used to come up with a big backpack to the campus, right to the gym, right to the basketball gym, after practice. We'd be sitting outside talking. And he'd be like, yo, I got the DVDs. Got the DVDs. And we'd be looking at the DVDs. The nigga had Ghetto Booty Part 8, Part 9, Part 10, all that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. They will come in this little pack, this little paper pack, a paper thing covered with a plastic thing over it. And you just, like I said before, period. Pass them drinks out, $5 a pop. That's what they was doing, man. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? I got you, Ori. I got you, dog. I got you. I'm gonna check you after I get off here. So I'm just telling people what it is. Y'all act like everybody. Like, listen, so that's why I said if this what Diddy really wanted to do, which I know that's not what he wanted to do, because he did not want people to know this about him, bro. That's the crazy part. He could have easily, Diddy could have easily just been public in the era that they live in. Man, these people wouldn't even care if Diddy would have came out and did it. The era we live in now, they wouldn't have cared what Diddy was. He might have been celebrated for that. That's how they acting now. So the judge says to Diddy's lawyer, when she says, can I respond? The judge says, look, I'll give you time at the close. The judge says, man, I'll give you time at the closing. So the government says the record does not show that every time an escort traveled and had sex, that the sex act was filmed. They only say routinely filmed. He frequently filmed freak-offs or hotel nights, but not all the time. And it keeps going, man. Bro, this is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious. Hold on, y'all. This is hilarious, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. This is hilarious. This is just funny work to me, man. It's crazy how they literally arguing, right? So the government also says the explicit video charts show that there was travel for sex, but sometimes there were no videos recovered of those encounters. We can pull up the exhibits. The judge says you argue that even if they filmed it, wouldn't matter. The government says right. That's what we're saying. The government says right. The government says that the Mann Act criminalizes travel for prostitution, not filming sex. The test for symbolic speech is whether there is an intent to convey a meaning. The transportation conveys no message, so there is no symbolic speech here, right? Y'all still talking about Pinky in the comments, man, bro. I ain't never even, bro. I don't know why dudes like Pinky. I never liked anything about Pinky. I never could even think about watch Pinky. I ain't never like her, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be honest with y'all, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I like the chick Obsession. I like Donna Red. Yeah, man. What's the other girl name they said? Roxy. Roxy Reynolds. Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. Not even gonna front. Dang, that joint bring back memories talking about that Jane. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said Jada Fire. Jada Fire was crazy. That man said Jada Fire. Jada Fire. Hey, y'all something else. Hey, man. Oh, man, dog. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. So, Yeah, Diddy trying to argue this stuff, man, again, bro. If all he had to do, and I want y'all to think about this, all Diddy had to do, this is all Diddy had to do, was go get real licensing and contracts. If he wanted to run that type of engine, that's all he had to do. So check this out, y'all. The government says there's no symbolic speech here. In O'Brien, the protected symbolic speech was the burning of draft cards. Here, transportation is not symbolic speech. The judge says if a movie producer is making pornographic films, are you saying the First Amendment is not implicated? The judge says a closer call. Oh no, the government says a closer call. The government says in other cited the case in the other case cited, the producer said when they transported, we'll be filming a movie. Here, he only intended the individuals to engage in prostitution. The defendant here was not an amateur porn producer. This is what I've been trying to tell people. Let me repeat that again. The government says no. When the judge says if a movie producer is making porn films, are you saying the First Amendment is not implicated? The government says a closer call. In other case cited, the producer said when they transported, we'll be filming a movie. Here, he only intended the individuals to engage in prostitution. The defendant here was not an amateur porn producer. That's what I try to tell people. See, I said this to all y'all, and they just said it in court. And I've been saying this to y'all. And this is what I told everybody on this channel for the last however many months. That bro, when as soon as Diddy brought that up, that he was a amateur porn, he was doing that. I told y'all it wasn't gonna work. He didn't have no licenses. He didn't have a contract. He don't have any of this stuff. Right? This is what I was telling people. That's why I said to everybody that was watching and telling y'all what it is. See what I'm saying? This is what I was telling y'all. Right? But you know, cats don't want to listen. This is what happens when cats don't want to listen, man. When they don't want to listen, bro, this is what happens. Right? This is what happens. And I say this all the time. And I knew it was gonna go down like this. And I told y'all that. I told y'all it was gonna go down like that. Right? Hold on, y'all. So again, you ain't had to listen. But the best thing for you to do is listen. Right? Smash a like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on up in here, man. Man, I'm just trying to tell y'all what's up, man. These cats don't be wanting to listen, man. I be trying to put people on the game, man. I already knew what they was gonna say about that. As soon as he said something about amateur corn, I said, bro, that ain't gonna work, man. That's not gonna work with this judge. You gonna have to the best you gonna do is get a new trial. So you guys, the judge says if we get to O'Brien, what is the important governmental interest? The government says there is substantial governmental interest in regulating prostitution. 478 USC or US 697, 1986. The court declined to apply O'Brien because the act had nothing to do with speech. Period. Period. So now we looking at that, right? Now we looking at that, right? And this is what the situation is. So now, hold on, y'all, hold on. So let's see what he's saying now. Hold on, y'all. We got to see what he's saying now, man. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Ori. Ori says I can tell stories about the corn business and girls I knew that I did favors for, plus how I collected money from the biggest people in the industry, and they all had license. Yeah, hey, look, and this is another thing. Like I said, this is why y'all got to go subscribe to Ori's channel as well. I know Ori's probably gonna cook on a lot of this stuff after this case is over today. So y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel as well, man. The OG over here giving out great information. Period. He's over here giving out great information. That's why I try and tell y'all this, man. You make these arguments and stuff like that, bro. This dude easily could have went. He was a billionaire. He easily could have went and got contracts and all this other stuff, and he wouldn't have had any of these issues. Okay, so let's keep going. So, the judge says, oh no, excuse me, the government says, Justice Souter, in dissent, said he would have applied O'Brien. But even he agreed that regulating prostitution is an important government interest. On laws against nude dancing, court finds secondary impacts important. Let's keep going. Courts find secondary impact important, you guys. It says that there are reasons to regulate prostitution. See Erotic Service Provider 880 F3D 450 Ninth Circuit Court 2018 about a California prostitution law. It's to prevent violence against women and for health. All 50 states regulate prostitution to different degrees. See, now the government is out here cooking. The government is cooking today. The government is cooking. Oh yeah, y'all gotta go subscribe to Ori. Yeah, Ori got really great information he put out. I watch all his videos whenever I get a chance. The OG over there putting out great info, man. And I'm telling y'all, that's to me, this is where Diddy destroyed himself. And this whole, because you trying to argue for this now, because he know he finna get hit with that time. He know this. That's why he trying to get this case thrown out or get a new trial, because he know he finna get hit with the banger. He know this. So when you look at it like the way I'm telling y'all, man, he's in big trouble, man. He's in major trouble. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. All right. All right, you guys. All right. 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 Heather Hunter. Y'all still naming names in that comment section. Y'all on something else, man. Y'all people hilarious to me, man. Y'all are hilarious, bro. Y'all still in here naming names, man. Right? Y'all still in here naming names, bro. Y'all people are hilarious, bro. You said what's the name of your favorite? Y'all still naming chicks in them, and y'all something else, man. Y'all a bunch of freaks in this joint, man. Man, dog. That's why I try to tell y'all, man. With this crazy world we live in now, where they accepting the type of nasty behavior. I told y'all these people accepting that type of stuff where you got dudes walking in on other dudes in the shower and stuff. Diddy, he didn't want people to know this. I'm telling y'all, that's why they had the mask on. That's why he was doing all that stuff. That man didn't want people to know this stuff, bro. If that was the case, he would have just went and got a whole industry. If Diddy was just a freaky dude, didn't care what nobody had to think, he would have sky up, went and got his own. He would have went and got his own industry straight. Everything would have been. He would have got everything. All the licenses, paperwork, everything. This dude didn't want people to know what type of time he was on. Point blank, period. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Right? Right? So I'm telling y'all what it is, man. Salute everybody tapping on in, man. Oh yeah, already. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Like I said, he gonna break this stuff down for y'all, man. He gonna break it down for y'all. I know he gonna break that part down for y'all. And I told you guys, this stuff was easily avoidable. But what happens is that when you don't want people to know certain things about you, you'll cut corners. And Diddy's gonna pay the price for cutting them corners. I'm telling y'all this. He gonna pay the price for cutting corners, right? So he can try to come and say now it's all this. So why you ain't gonna get your paperwork? Now let's keep going. The government also says, right? The federal interest kicks in for transportation interstate or intentionally or internationally. It says the Barnes case found that requiring pasties for dancing was okay. The judge says, Mr. Shapiro, on the First Amendment, Diddy's lawyer says it was filmed the majority of the time. So Diddy's lawyer is admitting it wasn't filmed all the time. She says it was filmed the majority of the time. So is that all the time? Right? I'm just saying. This is the same thing that the government was just saying. Right? They're literally trying to find little loopholes. Now, they also said, Diddy's lawyer says, just because the footage wasn't found doesn't matter. What do you mean? So now we're supposed to take Diddy's word for it? Diddy's the same dude that said he didn't do the shit to Cassie, and Cassie lied. Then what happened? The tape came out, that nigga made an apology. Then what happened? Then he tried to put it on them and say that they enjoyed it and that they wanted it. Get the fuck out of here, man. So Diddy's lawyer says just because the footage wasn't found doesn't matter. The U.S. has ignored our second First Amendment argument that he was a consumer of amateur corn. As to being a producer, amateur corn is protected by the First Amendment. No, he's not. Where is the licensing in the contracts? That's the question you have to ask. Diddy, I can't believe Diddy's lawyers are arguing this in court. I can't believe it. I cannot believe they arguing this in court, man. I cannot believe they literally arguing this in court. They're literally arguing something when they don't have the licenses or the contracts. That's all I would ask. If I was the government right now, I'd say, hey, where your contracts at? Where your licenses at? If that's the case, listen, let me say this to y'all, right? If that's the case, anybody that's listening to this video, this is what y'all can do. If that's the case, anybody can go start a corn industry in your house right now. You ain't got to have no licenses, no paperwork, no nothing. If that's the case, if that's the case, everybody that's in here watching, you can go start your own industry without doing nothing. Now let's keep going. Diddy's lawyer says at the trial they emphasized that it was choreographed, that there was role playing in wigs. It was filmed, so covered by the First Amendment. But Diddy also had a right as a consumer of amateur corn. See Free Speech Coalition versus Paxton. So Diddy's lawyers is trying to say, oh, well, they said it was choreographed. Yeah, they said that Diddy was in there telling them what to do, right? Yeah, you do this, you do that. You do this, you do that. You know what I mean? You do that, you do that. We really finna see how the judge feel today, boy. I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. We're gonna see how the judge feel today. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, man. They came in. Diddy's lawyers came in for a battle today. They definitely came in for a battle today, y'all. So I can't really take that away from them. They came in looking for smoke today. That's facts. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all come on in here, share the video, like the video, man. Hold on one second, you guys. Right? Diddy got all his people in court again, man. They all went to court again. They all outside, man. You know what I mean? They all inside the court. They got a packed courthouse, everybody at the court, packed outside, all the media, all the news. You know what I'm saying? We finna find out, man. They all out there, man. Yeah, it's just like that, Annalisa. It's just like that. Or respect, or respeto. Right there, just like that. Yep. All you gotta do is just type it in YouTube, it's gonna come up his channel. Yeah. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay, so Diddy's lawyer says Jane even brought a TV so they could watch the videos together. The judge says, how does that apply to transportation count? Diddy's lawyer says that the intent included filming and watching it later. The judge says, so prostitution if it's recorded, so not it's not prostitution if it's recorded and watched later? The judge asked that. The judge said, listen, Diddy's lawyer says, I want y'all to think about this, right? Diddy's lawyer says, Jane Doe even brought a TV so that they could watch the videos together. The judge said, how does that apply to the transportation count? Diddy's lawyer says, if the intent included filming and watching later, the judge says, so not prostitution if it's recorded. So it's not prostitution if it's recorded and watched later? Hey, man, y'all people hilarious, man. Bro, Diddy's lawyers, bro, they throwing anything at the wall to see if it sticks, y'all. They literally throwing anything at the wall. And all his little demons out here praying that he get out, boy. This thing is hilarious to me, man. Man, oh man, oh man, yo. Man, they throwing everything at the wall, yo. When I say everything, bro, they throwing everything at the wall. Talking about she brought a TV in there. The judge asked him, man, so if it's prostitution and recorded, then watch later. Man, these people hilarious, man. You know, watching all these, you know. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what they saying. Hold on. Let me see something here. Hold on one second, you guys. Yo, I know my battery ain't about to die right now, man. Ain't no way. They don't been in here a whole. This was only supposed to be like 40-something minutes. We done been in here a whole hour and some change. Dealing with Diddy, man. A whole hour and some change, man. You know what I'm saying? Ori said this could take all day because the defense wrote over 200 pages trying to fight this. Man, and the judge told them to come in here with 20-minute arguments each. And we don't already went past an hour. So we'll see if this gets to a lunch break, this thing gonna get real. If this gets to a lunch break, this thing can get real, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something here, man. You know. And my thing is everybody, man, is that, you know, if Diddy was a real man, bro, the man would have had some decency, bro. You don't beat up on women and shit like that, bro. I'm not with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with dudes just running around here punching and beating up on women, man. That shit ain't cool to me, man. I don't get a how of that. I told y'all this. I don't get no how of putting my hands on women and beating up women and stuff. That doesn't motivate me. It doesn't push or motivate me in life. It just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. It might motivate y'all. It might make y'all feel away, but it don't motivate me, man. I don't see nothing that the community gains with that type of behavior being exhibited. I just don't see it. You got to come out here and beat up on women to get respect, nigga. Oh, ain't nothing, nigga. If a woman respects you, nigga, you ain't got to beat on a woman for her to roll with you. She respects you. Dudes beat up on chicks because they don't respect, right? That's what that is. Because they don't respect. I'm telling you this. You know what I mean? Straight up, bro. You got that much money, bro. If a chick ain't rocking with you, bro, you just tell her, hey, look, just I'm gonna need you to leave. I'm not even finna deal with you no more, bro. You got another chick tomorrow, man. Bro, that's the part I think people are failing to realize. You know what I'm saying? Hey, why would you have to beat a chick every single day, damn near? I'm just saying, bro. Like you have some type of soul, nigga. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. Bro, real men don't operate like that, bro. Just beating up on chicks all day. Hey, nigga, that shit make you tough. That shit don't make me feel like no nigga tough. You just sit around beating, and then niggas just taking up for this capping ass shit, man. Because like I told y'all before, I can talk about the race way. I can do it in reverse. These niggas wouldn't. They talking about, oh man, they trying to charge it. Man, if that was a white dude beating up on a black girl, these niggas wouldn't give a damn what they charge him. They want his ass out of here. And y'all know I ain't lying. And they would have all came and stood on that. Let that would have been George Zimmerman or Derek Chauvin or one of them dudes beating up on a black chick. Man, you think them niggas would care? But since it's a black dude beating up on a half black chick, nah, I won't care. It is what niggas just throw the rules and regulations out the window, bro. I just can't rock like that, man. I can't, bro. You know, I'm cut from a different cloth, y'all. That's all there is to that, man. I'm just cut from a different cloth, man. So Diddy's lawyer says, you guys, um, Diddy's lawyer says, you wouldn't have to find this. This is a unique case. Uh, the judge says Mrs. Slavy pointed out the government's other interests, including transportation across state lines. Diddy's lawyer said you have to look at the conduct of this defendant. The judge says they say drug use. Right. So the judge is hitting back everything Diddy's lawyer says. The judge is hitting back at their ass right now. Every single thing everything Diddy's lawyer say, the judge, he clapping back on him. Everything they say, he got clapped back for him. Right? I'm just saying, man, watch how this thing is playing out, bro. Listen to this again. So Diddy's lawyer says, right, if intent included filming and watching it later. The judge says, so not prostitution if it's recorded and watched later, right? Diddy's lawyer says, oh, well, you wouldn't have to find this. This is a unique case. The judge says, hey, man, the government pointed out their other interests, including transportation across state lines. Diddy's lawyer says, oh, well, you have to look at the conduct of the defendant. The judge says they say it's drug use. Diddy's lawyer says the only drug charge here was the RICO charge, of which Diddy was acquitted. The DOJ policy doesn't even say what the government says. It says the statute should only be used on prostitution as a business or the trafficking of MINORSs, right? Crazy work, man. Crazy work, man. Right? Unbelievable stuff, man. Right? Shout out to brother Ori, man. He say, I only listen on YouTube. Yeah, Ori, you got these people on YouTube in oversized t-shirts, people running around here looking like damn fools and don't know what the hell they talking about. Talking about the judge got to go by the sentencing guidelines. Only an idiot would say that. The judge don't have to go. The judge can have his own discretion. The judge has a lot of leeway and discretion. If the judge had to go by the guidelines, he would always just go by the guidelines, and we wouldn't even. There would not even be a reason to have court. There wouldn't even be a reason to have hearings. If the judge had to go by the guidelines, you would already know what Diddy was getting. Case closed. That's how you know these people don't know what the hell they be talking about online. Oh, he only got to go by the guidelines, man. Dudes is clowns to me, man. Like I said before, these dudes, like I said, man, what you get is a bunch of jailhouse lawyers running around here acting like they know shit. They don't know a damn thing. The only thing they know how to do is make jail burritos, nigga. That's it. All the rest of that shit, man, nigga get packed up, nigga. Period. So as I said to y'all, man, this shit is hilarious to me, man. That we even wasting our time on these clowns. I'm just telling y'all this, right? And I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all, man. Y'all can listen to these people y'all want, end up looking like damn fools. You know what I'm saying? Well, and Tekashi 69 just got hit with something heavy. He's getting sentencing on November the 4th, right? On 3 violations, and the battery was pled down to misdemeanor in Florida. Prosecutors asked to remand, but the judge said nope. Also, no phones allowed either in that case. So Tekashi 6ix9ine getting sentenced, he going back to jail, man. That dude, you can't be that much of an idiot like Tekashi 6ix9ine to be free and they do some shit to get locked back up. Only a damn fool would do that. They let you free and you still out here doing capping ass dumb shit to get locked back up. Only an idiot. I'm telling y'all this. Only a pure buffoon would do something like that. Pure idiocy. And they praising this stuff, y'all. Stupidity. They let you now. You got to go back in. All this because these dudes want to hold up a fake ass, capping ass image. You know what I'm saying? And that's all there is to it. Right? That's all there is to it. Right? You said, man, y'all should be able to see the way this thing is gonna go, man. I don't even know why I'm in here wasting my time. But you know, shits and giggles. It is what it is. Right? Man, that judge gonna get Tekashi 6ix9ine like 5 years, bro. He gonna get him the max. That judge gonna get on November the 4th. That judge gonna get Tekashi 6ix9ine 5 years. Watch what I tell y'all. That's the same judge that already warned this dude. He told that dude. And when Tekashi was crying in court, come on, please, judge, please. And nigga, and the judge gave you 30 something days. You got back out on cap, nigga. This time they gonna make it. They gonna make you feel it, nigga. He gonna hit him with that 5 years. Watch what I tell you. They gonna get Tekashi 5 years. Watch what I tell y'all this. That judge not finna play with dude. You once that judge let you shake, you ain't supposed to come back in front of him, man. You're not even supposed to come back in front of him. But this is when you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And they watching you. You did. So now he gonna have to go federal prison for 5 years. Either state or federal prison. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's federal. Oh no, it's state. I don't know if Tekashi state or federal. I can't remember if he's state. I think he's state. He's gonna have to go state prison for 5 years. All right. Hold on, y'all. So the judge says, right? Those were my questions. Mr. Shapiro, Diddy's lawyer says, I believe Mrs. Foster said the two women testified they were paying for prostitution. We must have been in a different trial. I don't remember either woman saying they were involved in prostitution, right? Is what Diddy's lawyers say. Just because they don't say it don't mean that. That's just like you saying something. You might not know the law. Is that our fault? You don't know the law? No, that's your fault. Period. You know what I'm saying? So a girl could say, hey, I was just doing this. That don't mean that she wasn't doing something else that was breaking the law or doing something that was breaking the law. Just because she didn't say it don't mean it ain't. You can say, hey, man, I was just taking a candy bar from Walmart. Nigga, you might thought it was just taking a candy bar without paying for it. But guess what the law is going to say? You stole. Period. You didn't pay for it. You went in there and stole it and took it out. Just because you didn't say it don't mean that's not what it is. That's just in simple terms for you guys who don't understand what the hell I'm saying. Right? To the dude who says, nah, I can't remember if Tekashi had a federal or a state case. Was his case state in New York or was it fed case? Somebody tell me that in the comment section. Did he have a state or federal? I can't remember. I can't remember if he was state or federal. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. Can't remember if it was state or federal, dog. I'm gonna have to remember that to see if it was state or federal. Hey, state or federal. You know what I mean? Now I was telling you to move. He was opening the door, man. So yeah, you know, y'all know what's up, man. You said the Rico. Yeah, I can't. I gotta look at. I'll go look that up in a second. On Tekashi, man. Just a damn fool. This is what you have when you have damn fools that don't have no common sense like Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? Straight up. So the judge, he's clapping back at Diddy's lawyers. Crazy. So the judge says, let me ask you, a businessman takes one of his clients to a brothel and pays a prostitute to have sex with his client. That's not prostitution? The Diddy's lawyer says, is he a voyeur as well? Right? Right? So that's what the judge says, right? That's what the judge says, right? The judge is out here handing them that work. The judge is handing that work. Point blank period. Right? The judge is handing that work. Diddy's lawyer says the Mann Act has racist origins. Even 100 years ago, the statute was being criticized by many Supreme Court justices. Many juries refused to enforce it. This statute is embarrassing to the U.S. I submit respectfully, is what Diddy's lawyer said. That's funny. Diddy's lawyer is a white lawyer. He's talking about something racist. Right? Think about what I just said to y'all. Right? Somebody said inmates wrote letters for Diddy. Of course. Nigga, you put money on their books. Nigga, what you think they gonna do? Shit, if I put money on your books, you gonna write a letter, nigga. Straight like that. Don't y'all know how many people that's locked up in jail? Their families have forgotten about them. That's something else Ori can tell y'all about. Bro, listen, there's a lot of people that's in jail that don't get no money put on their books. They'll do anything to get money put on their books. Nigga, they'll stab, shake, whatever they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? These dudes will do whatever to get money on their books. Especially when you know you in for a while. So when you know you in there for a while, or you get ready to come out and you expecting this dude to look out for you on something, give you a job or something, and do something when he get out, bro, of course they gonna write letters. Shit, why wouldn't it? Wouldn't you want somebody to put something on your books? That's just how it goes. I don't know why people have a hard time understanding that. It don't make no sense to me whatsoever. It really doesn't. Right? So Diddy's lawyer says Diddy should be acquitted of the Mann Act counts. Thank you. The government says the purpose of the Mann Act has no impact on the First Amendment activities. The government says that the argument about the Department of Justice policy, those have been regulated, or those have been argued before. There was no motion to dismiss, denied, right? So let me read this again. The government responds to Diddy's lawyer. Diddy's lawyer says that Diddy should be acquitted of the Mann Act counts. Thank you. The government says the purpose of the Mann Act has no impact on the First Amendment activities. The arguments about the Department of Justice policy, those have been argued before. There was a motion to dismiss, denied, right? Period, right? So now let's keep going, right? Let's keep going, right? And salute everybody that's tapped in. It's just hilarious to me, this whole situation, bro. But y'all know how it go. The cap is real. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Monica coming through with a $100 donation in the Cash App this morning. I appreciate you, baby. Showing love. Monica, if you send me your the what you call it to your channel, I'll give you a wrench. Send me the your channel handle and I'll give you a wrench. I appreciate it. Let me see. The government says that Diddy's lawyers claim there should be no concern about secondary effects because it was behind closed doors, but that's the point. Cassie was being punched and kicked. The defendant, Diddy, has the burden to show that the evidence was not sufficient, and they can't do it. Is what the government said. The government said they have the burden to show that the evidence was not sufficient, and they can't do it. They can't do it. It's what he said. They cannot do it, right? Hold on, you guys. Hold on, because it's gonna cook. We definitely cooking, man. But Wrench is the moderator. That's like some of the people who help control the chats and control the channel. You have great status on the channel. Everybody y'all see with a blue wrench has great status on this channel. They're one of the trusted people who are able to control, movement and action on this channel. They're able to get trolls out of here. You know what I'm saying? And they have I always show love to the people who got wrenches and the people who are members of the channel. So those are the people we all showing love to. You know what I'm saying? Those are the wrenches, y'all. I'm surprised they didn't have Brian Steele doing the talking today. But I guess they made Brian Aluminum sit his ass down. So the government says that Diddy's team cannot prove that the burden was enough to show that the evidence was not sufficient. They said they can't do it. The government also says that Cassie and Jane Doe both testified that although they didn't want to be having sex with others, but they had to for days. He planned it. He choreographed it for his own pleasure. If the escort couldn't perform, he was paid less. Boy, they swinging now. Both sides are swinging. Both sides are swinging, man. You know what I'm saying? Both sides are swinging. Period. Ori says you better believe that a lot of inmates don't have money, and they do jobs like cleaning your cell, laundry. They do anything for commission. That's what I'm glad Ori said this shit, bro. Listen, y'all have to go subscribe to this dude's channel, man, because I hope he break this stuff down. Yeah, I had all these people tell me yesterday, "Hey, Ticket Man, Diddy got all these people in jail. All the inmates are writing letters for him." What the hell you think? The dude's a multi-millionaire. What do y'all think? You think they're writing those letters for nothing in return? Some of these dudes do anything to get money on their books. They don't have their family that ain't rocking with them no more. Don't put money on their books. They got to eat that effed up prison food. They want to be able to go buy commission. Man, y'all cut this out, bro. They want to go buy commissary and stuff. What are y'all talking about? Use your brains. If that's the case, then every prisoner in that's locked down would write Diddy a letter. And then go put a couple hundred on my books. You know what that is in prison or in jail? I'm just saying, bro. Y'all, like I said, man, it's funny to me how these people move on YouTube, man. So the judge says he's going to decide on what he's going to do soon, right? So let's keep going. Hold on one second, you guys, and I'll come back. I have to come back with a new video. But he says, the government says this went on for 15 years. The evidence is sufficient. Diddy's motion should be denied. The judge says, thank you. Anything about sentencing if the motion is not granted? Diddy's lawyer says, nope. Judge says, all right, I'll decide soon. So the judge is going to decide soon. So we'll come back when the judge makes a decision, y'all. And y'all go subscribe to Ori's channel right now, man. Make sure y'all go do that, man. Maybe Ori can go live and explain this stuff to y'all. And people write me all this stuff talking about something. Hey, Ticket, they got all these people writing letters for Diddy, man. They wrote all the letters for Diddy. Man, nigga, don't y'all understand, bro? That all these people looking for something, man. Look at all the people who wrote letters for Diddy. Most of these people were financially dependent, had some type of financial tie to this dude. If it wasn't family, it was financial tie to him. Cut the shit with me, man. How many people you got writing letters for you? They ain't got no financial ties to you. Make it make sense. I double dog dare y'all. Them prisoners that wrote letters, go look at their books. Tell me if their books have changed. Like, share, subscribe. I'll come back when the judge make his decision, man. The court is adjourned right now. Everybody else can go live. I'll come back when he make his decision, man. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.